All right, everyone, get ready for some jaw-dropping news. Whoopi Goldberg, the iconic host of The View, is now facing the most intense legal battle of her career.
Streaming on ABC News Live.
The Weekend View with everyone except for Whoopi Goldberg. So what's that about?
We're talking about a massive $250 million lawsuit, so huge that Whoopi allegedly tried to leave the country before things got worse. But authorities weren't having it. Reports are now circulating that she was detained at the airport. Yes, you heard that right, detained, and at the center of this legal storm, Karoline Leavitt. After years of being dismissed and criticized by The View's so-called feminist hosts, she's finally striking back, and she's got the legal proof to back it up. So, what exactly is Whoopi being accused of? Why is ABC scrambling to do damage? Control? And could this be the beginning of the end for The View? Oh, you won't want to miss this one. But first, hit that like button and subscribe for more breaking updates. Done? Awesome. Now, let's get into it.
Actually coming out with a new promo for The View. I know that show that we can't stand to watch because, she does things like this. She spits when she says the president's name.
Listen, take him seriously and take him literally.
I don't think that we have to. I think it would be remiss of us to not say Joe Biden knows how to do this.
Yes.
He knows how to do this. He's quite good at this. And you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean
He rambles.
Trump.
Yeah.
He tends to just
But can I mention one thing? Because Trump is out there calling.
Did you say his name?
I said his name. Yeah, it was a trick and it made me do it. But I'm just saying that that Biden knows what not to do. You can't refute.
Let's be clear, Biden doesn't know what day it is, let alone what to do, what not to do. So was that paid for? I mean, I'm kind of wondering, ABC's in a lot of trouble. She's a problem. You got Brendan Carr on there, you-know-what. He's coming for him. He's restored all these bias complaints against the likes of ABC and NBC and CBS, and he's actually threatening that they may not allow for the affiliations at all those local stations for ABC all across the country, so much so that he sent a letter to one Bob Iger, who is the CEO of Disney. Disney is the owner of ABC News, which runs The View. And so now, interestingly, there's a new show for The View coming out on weekends, Whoopi, because you just can't get enough of it. But one Whoopi is not even in it. Not in it at all.
All right, let's break it all down. For years, Whoopi Goldberg and the hosts of The View have made a habit of targeting conservative voices, mocking, dismissing, and belittling anyone who doesn't fit their narrative. But this time, they went after the wrong person. It all began when Whoopi ripped into Karoline Leavitt, making shocking and defamatory claims, so severe that Karoline had no choice but to push back legally.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
This commentator said, Whoopi is mansplaining the press secretary job to Karoline Leavitt. Hilarious.
And fight back she did. Karoline fired back at Whoopi and The View with a $250 million defamation lawsuit, accusing them of spreading false and damaging claims to ruin her reputation. And Whoopi's response? She shrugged it off like a joke. But ABC? Oh, they weren't laughing. Behind the scenes, panic set in. Executives scrambled, sponsors grew uneasy, and legal experts warned this could become one of the biggest courtroom showdowns in daytime TV history. but just when things couldn't get any wilder, they did. As the lawsuit gained traction, rumors swirled that Whoopi was plotting a quiet getaway. Reports claim she was stopped at the airport, allegedly trying to board a flight to Europe. Some say in a last-ditch effort to escape before the lawsuit fully took hold. But authorities weren't about to let that happen. TSA and federal agents were reportedly waiting for her, detaining her right at the gate. And within minutes, the internet went into a frenzy. Clips and photos of Whoopi being confronted at the airport spread like wildfire. Social media was buzzing with one big question: was Whoopi really trying to run from the fallout of her own actions? And over at ABC, total crisis mode.
Listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Inside sources at ABC reveal that executives are in full crisis mode. And for good reason. This isn't just another controversy. This is the scandal of the decade. We're talking about a $250 million lawsuit, an airport detention, and the views. Credibility unraveling in real time. Now, behind closed doors, ABC execs are reportedly weighing their only two options. Fire Whoopi to contain the fallout and salvage what's left of their reputation. Stand by her and risk losing advertisers, viewers, and whatever public trust they still have. And let's be real, ABC is already struggling. Viewership is plummeting, advertisers are rethinking their deals, and now, this explosive lawsuit is making things 1,000 times worse. One insider even claimed that ABC has already begun drafting a termination plan, meaning Whoopi's time on The View might be running out. And as for Karoline Leavitt, she's not backing down at all.
While I vow to provide the truth from this podium, we ask that all of you in this room hold yourselves to that same standard. We know for a fact there have been lies that have been pushed by many legacy media outlets in this country about this president, about his family, and we will not accept that. We will call you out when we feel that your reporting is wrong or there is misinformation about this White House.
Boom. She's got more.
I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country.
Karoline Leavitt addressed the lawsuit head-on in a blistering statement, and she did not hold back. For too long, mainstream media has slandered and attacked conservatives with no accountability. Well, that ends now. I will not be silent while my name is dragged through the mud by people who pretend to stand for women's rights, but only if you agree with them. Karoline's supporters are rallying behind her, calling this lawsuit a major turning point in holding media figures accountable for their words. With ABC already struggling, this could be the final straw that forces them to clean house for good. So, is this the beginning of the end for The View? All right, folks, now it's your turn. Was Whoopi Goldberg really trying to dodge the lawsuit by fleeing the country? Will ABC finally take action against The View's toxic culture? Is Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit the moment that changes everything? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, smash that like button and hit subscribe for more uncensored showdowns and breaking news updates.